We're outside. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a DIY backdrop stand out of PVC pipes. And I'm going to show you all the supplies you're going to need for this project, and then I'm going to put it all together and we're going to see how it's looking. It's in combination with an event that I am preparing for. So hopefully I'll be able to show you everything, the final outcome of the backdrop with all the pieces hanging and everything and how it all looks. This is a double backdrop, so you're going to be able to hang a panel in the front and in the back, so you'll be able to customize it however you like. So if you're interested in how that's going to come out, then I hope you keep watching. So here is everything that you'll need for this project. You're going to need 7 10-foot PVC pipes total, and then once you make the cuts, it'll bring you down to this. You can use a manual cutter. I used my miter saw to make all the cuts. So these are 3 96-inch PVC pipes, 4 48-inch pipes, 4 36-inch pipes, 4 24-inch pipes, and 4 6-inch pipes. And then for the connecting pieces, you will need 6 of these. So I had to buy 2 of these, but I'll show you how those come in next. And the full list will be below. These 2 are like intricate pieces, so I had to order these on Amazon. The link is below for those. So I got 2. It came in a pack of 4. I have these 2 out here, and then you'll need 8 of these. These are the 1-inch elbows. These are all 1-inch pieces. Everything is for a 1-inch PVC pipe. Some of them have like grooves in here for screwing things in, but you don't want that. You want the plain ones that are just smooth on the inside. And then again, you'll need 2 of these caps. So I'm gonna build the legs first and continue on from there, and then I'll just explain the process as I'm going. For each leg, you're going to need 2 24-inch pipes, 2 of these X's, and 1 6-inch pipe. And you're going to connect it like this. With these 2 facing up. Then for the ends, we're going to take 1 elbow, put it at the end of the pipe here, facing down, so that both of the openings are at the bottom. 1 on each end. And we'll do the second one in the same way. 2 24-inch, 1 6-inch, and 2 X's. So now we're going to start building up, and we're going to take the 4 48-inch pipes and insert them into those holes there. And we will have to lay those down until we have the full support of each thing. So we'll add these other 2 next. The next thing we're going to do is take the X and then this complex piece, and we're going to add those to one of the sides here. The X connector is going to go on that front pipe. The complex connector is going to go on the back one. So the X connector is going to go first, right on the front part. And you want to have the opening facing out. Put the complex connector on the back part so that this is also facing out. And then we'll take one of the 6-inch pieces and connect these 2 together. So I'm going to shift around this way so you can see what I mean here. The 6-inch piece is going to go in here. And this will be the front. This is the front of the backdrop, so this is facing out. So I'll position these in the place they need to be before I connect the other part. So here's the other one, and I'm going to do the same thing by putting the X piece on this front pipe here with the opening facing out, and then I'll put this complex piece on, but I'll face it this way so that this side is facing out and this side is facing left. And then I'll add the 6-inch piece to connect these two together. So you'll definitely want to have this side facing this way because we're going to connect the two stands together through this opening here. Now I'm taking the 96-inch pipe and I'm going to connect the two pieces using the complex piece in the back here. This is how it's looking, halfway done, and I'll just get a little bit of a close-up on how it's standing. So you see this, those end pieces are facing down because we have this extra piece coming out of the bottom here, so that's allowing for it to sit level. And we have that on both sides. Then we have that 6-inch connecting piece in the middle there, and then these are the two 48-inch pipes going up, and then this is how you're seeing the connection here. So you have the X in the front, and then you have the complex piece in the back. This first one has one opening going forward and the other opening going to the right. This side over here has also the X with the opening going forward, the complex piece with the opening going forward, and this side opening going to the left, and that is where the first 96-inch piece is connected. So now we're going to take the four 36-inch pipes and connect them with the four openings. So there we have almost the full height of this backdrop stand. I did forget to mention that this is an 8-foot wide by 7-foot high backdrop stand. So now we're going to add the top two pieces and then we're pretty much done. So for each piece we're going to add the elbows on, and we're going to attach it to the end of the 96-inch poles on the ends here and then push them down on top of the poles right here. So there's the backdrop stand, and the last thing that we're going to do is take those two caps and just close up these holes here. So one here and the other one here. And that's the completed backdrop stand. And if you want to see how this is going to look styled, then please keep watching. I'm going to spray paint this because if you're familiar with PVC pipes, or if you're not familiar, you'll see that there's writing on this. I don't want that on mine. So I'm going to spray paint it black first, just to make sure that everything is covered, because the final color that I want to use is like a champagne gold, and I don't think it'll cover just with that color. So I'm going to do black first. I'll see what the coverage looks like, and then I'll add all my fabrics and the things that I'm going to hang on this. So I'm just going to be using flat black spray paint by Rust-Oleum. Okay, so now that the black paint has had a chance to dry, I'm gonna paint over it with this champagne gold spray paint by Behr. The coverage on this paint is horrible. I know I'm using a champagne color, a light color over black, but I've done the same thing with Rust-Oleum paints and the coverage is great with those. This is trash on the black. Okay, so I have all these leftover spray paints. I'm basically gonna just spray all over this thing with all these colors until they're gone. All right, all done. So I still have a little bit of the copper. I have a little bit of gold left in here, but everything else I used up. And it is Rust-Oleum for the win. They came through and helped this thing to look right. So this is it. And now I'm gonna hang the fabric that I have, the curtains, and the materials that I'm gonna be using. For the second panel, or the back panel of the backdrop, I'm going to be putting up these thick curtains so you really can't see through the back of it. But I don't want these rings to show, and these are the only curtains I have. So I'm modifying this by sewing this line down. You might be able to see through this a little bit, through the holes there, but that's okay. Is going to be at the bottom. I'm going to hang this. It's going to be near the ground, and I'm going to flip over the curtain, and I'm just going to sew a straight line this way and let the PVC pipe go through here. So that looks much better to me. I'm going to do the same thing on the other panel. It's the next day, and this thing has had sufficient time to dry. So now I'm going to hang up the curtains that I have, these sheer curtains for the front panel, and then these thicker curtains that I just sewed for the back panel. So here it is, perfect how the front panel drapes to the ground. And now I'm going to show you how I'm going to hang some lights on this, and also the sign once it's ready. Oh, let me go get the I'm going to go get the floral pieces that are going to go on either corner. Alright, so if I didn't mention this before, the event that I'm working on is a friend of mine's 30th birthday. So we're having a little party for her. And this is the theme that I came up with. And I printed it out on my Cricut. It's season 30, episode 1. And then I think I'm going to put the word life on there too, because it's kind of like life is the name of the show. And then season 30, episode 1 of life. And this font is Caviar Dreams. I added this little flap here to go across the top, and then I'll pin this on, and then I'll just pin the sides the way it is here. Now I'm going to make a little accessory to go on the backdrop, and I'm going to use a piece of tulle to do that, and the rest of these floral pieces. And I'm going to start down here where I have this pin, because I want this to hang a certain way, I guess. Just trying it. So I'm going to start by tying the tulle onto here. Just have it like that. And then I'm going to take different random pieces and I'm going to attach them together just by twirling the wire around the bottom. So we'll start here and just going to be twisting the wires together like this, and then just keep adding another flower and twisting it around. I'm going to add this. And this is not in any particular way. I'm just grabbing whatever looks good to put on next and wrapping it around. And then on the back of this is the short piece I'm going to let hang, and then the longer part of it I'm going to bring up here, and I'm just going to use one of the last little pieces that I have to wrap the wire around the tulle so that it stays in that direction. And then I'm going to bring the tulle down the stem of where all the flowers are, and I'm just going to rotate around the stem like this to cover it. And then once I get to about here, I'm just going to fold it down because I want to hide it. And then it's going to hang like this from the side of the backdrop. Alright, so then this is this one, and then I already have this one made. So here's the first one. I think I'm going to put this on the right side. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but just move it around until it looks right. So, trying to figure out if I should do it both the same or let both hang down like this, or put them both like that. I will figure that out later, but for now I'm just going to add some more of the pink tulle hanging down on both sides, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so the other thing I have is these pixie lights. I also have these clear clips. I'm going to take that many of these lights out, and I'm going to attach it either to the front curtain or the back curtain, whichever one's easier. There's 12 of these clips. I'm only going to use 11 because I want to put one in the middle and then go out from the sides from there and make it even on both sides. added 2 bricks to the bottom. It is recommended that you use sandbags to hold this down because the wind just blew and it tried to knock it down, and it reminded me that I needed some weights. So that's what I did. Anyway, so there's 1 string of lights there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add the rest. So here it is with all the lights lit up. But now I'm gonna hang the sign in the back. It's gonna be hanging on the back panel. It's hard to see it, so I might have to outline it with black. Okay, so I outlined the letters with black Sharpie, and it's standing out perfectly now. I think this works for my needs, and I hope you like it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.